Alright, so I thought I'd give you guys a bit of an update on where I'm at. You can see I've made a fair bit of progress here. I've started filling some glass in, and I've got all the walls done. I think it's looking pretty good so far. I mean, for just using standard blocks without chisel, gotta work a little bit harder to figure out what stuff looks good, but we're getting an entrance built, and I'm now trying to play around with the floor for the top level. Now, what my plan is, this floor is actually going to be like 3 wide or something, because we're going to have stairs leading down straight from the door, but I've got to figure out how I want to lay this all out in here just at the moment. Now I'm thinking we'll clean this out a bit here. We'll just work on this side for now, and I can't place these things for if my life depended on it. God damn. Alright. Place them like so. Alright. Having ideas. Trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this is never an easy task. Okay. So what if I now go... let's make myself a crafting table in here, rather than having to run back to the base all the time. If I go... grab some stairs. What if I go around like this now? That could be interesting. The hard part about this will be that the floor itself is not going to be very wide. Like, if I'm going to have stairs leading down this middle section here, this is going to be, well, no, that could be right. I just have to tweak it a little bit and just see how we go. But we need to make a heap more stairs. Let's do that. Well, I didn't want to throw all that away. That's probably going to be not enough, but we'll do for now. Let's do that. Run around the outside. Close. Not quite enough. And then we'll put slabs everywhere else here. And then I'll just have to dig out under the floor and figure out exactly where I want everything else. And I probably only needed, what, 12 of them, if that. Yeah, like so. I mean, we'll have these here as well. Oh, that was perfect. Because it'll be leading downstairs into our sort of... Downstairs will be where I put all my my machines and stuff, I think. But I'm still figuring it out as I go, like I've been saying. So, yeah. All right, you know, guys know what I'm up to. I'll probably come back here in a sec once I've figured out a little bit more what I'm doing here. And I'll come back when it's starting to look half reasonable. Righto, dude. So this building is pretty much there. I mean, it's a few tweaks here and there down in the basement to go still. But what do you guys think? I think it's looking pretty good. I had an issue where I was putting torches down on these pillars and the wood was catching on fire. So that was not going to do. So yeah, I had to tweak it and actually build these little lantern things, which are pretty nice looking. They sort of match the building. So yeah, I had to do that, and I had to put a few on the roof as well, because mobs can spawn up on there, but I think this is looking pretty nice. I mean, this upstairs area is more decorative than downstairs. I think a lot of the factory part of it is going to be downstairs and underground, but this is looking pretty nice to start off with, although putting this glass on is not all that fun, trying to jump up and down for it, but yeah, so I need to put a door on it still, and that's what it looks like upstairs. Downstairs, I've only got it 3 deep so far. But I think that'll do for now, and then we can just keep going further down if we need to down the long run. We'll put machines and stuff in these little 3x3 areas and all that good stuff, so I'm pretty happy with it so far. I don't know, I think I might just cook up a heap of stone and just replace it all and make it look fairly bland until we start filling it out with machines, but it is what it is for now. So what I'm going to keep doing is just filling the rest of this roof in for the moment, getting this all touched up. I think you guys... You should let me know what you think down in the comments. I think it's not a bad looking little hub. And then what I'm going to do is start moving stuff over from the other base. Well, my hole in the wall anyway. Start getting that close by here and start relocating. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next little bit. Hopefully you guys stick around. I'll be back once I've started moving everything across. Okay, so I've done a little bit more here. As you can see, I've started to clean up the basement a little bit. I found these limestone bricks. They're not too bad to craft. I just got to go find some more veins of the limestone to craft it up. But yeah, we went 1 level deeper, and I'll make these stairs, just this middle section, a bit different here eventually. But it is what it is at the moment. But I thought it was about time we sort of tried to move everything across and in. Let me just clean these last few torches up, because otherwise this thing will catch on fire, and, well, actually it won't, it'll spawn mobs, but I was just thinking with the torches outside, I seem to find grass fires all over the place with the torches I've been putting around. Real weird, but it is what it is, I guess. So I made myself a few things here. I've started to move across the tool forge and some crafting stations, but I've made a few enhanced inventories things. So I've made 3 chests here. This one's got an upgrade on iron. The upgrade, you get a fair bit more inventory space. It looks like it doubles it. And same with the lockers. These things are huge, so I'm slowly moving all of the stuff across, which is taking a little bit of a while. But it'll be worth it eventually. I'm not sure if we'll move that. I don't think we'll use it very often. Although, what I did do was make myself some bone meal. I wonder if it'll be in this hopper. Uh-oh. What did it do with it? I swear I put bones in before and let it run. Oh, I put bone meal in there. Alright, that's cool. Ooh, that's probably a bit far. The reason why I made some bone meal is because we're going to make ourselves our first modular machine. So we're going to use the modular furnace first. So it's pretty straightforward to make, because I've got all my iron still here, and I don't have the rest of the stuff here. That's all right. So the way that this works, actually, I should probably grab some cobblestone while I'm at it. Oh, I'm also going to need to make solid fuel power banks. I'm going to need 4 of them. So we're going to need 4 of these coal, 4 iron, and a chest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a chest. These are all probably pretty full at the moment, so I'll just craft one up. Oh, well, maybe the wood's all somewhere else, and it's dark outside. I'm going to have to sprint it back. Oh, man, I'm going to be glad I've moved all this stuff across, because running in between these is a little bit frustrating over time. All right. We'll sleep first, just to get that out the way. But yeah, this is an interesting concept, this multi-block structure, and I just had a brownout in here. It is storming outside. You guys might be able to hear the lightning and thunder going on. You won't be able to hear the lightning, because the lightning doesn't make any noise. But the thunder, so yeah, this could get interesting here in a bit. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make some white stained clay for now. And then we're going to make the modular furnace. Ooh. Yay, fireworks. And then I need to make a chest. I should have enough. Yes. And that locker. Cool beans. All right, let's go put this downstairs. So I'm thinking for now we're going to put this over on this side. Ooh, I don't know where. Probably this side. So this is going to be a 3x3 structure to start off with, but you can make it into like any cuboid. So a 5x5. Oh, and that's broken. Awesome. Well, RIP hammer. Fix that in a bit. But yeah, these structures are pretty cool. Now, the performance of the furnace themselves changes on what blocks you use to make the cuboid. So we're going to use stained clay to start off with, but there's other materials that you can use, and I'll show you. If we go to the use, you click U on the material, and you can find this page. And this pretty much shows you what blocks you can use for your modular systems. And each block has different properties and each of these properties are dictated by an equation for that block. So essentially, you got 3 different factors. You got speed, efficiency, and multiplicity. Speed, essentially, you want less value for this. You want, lower speed. Oh, well, a lower value here to get a faster speed. You want a higher efficiency to get more ticks per fuel. And you want a higher multiplicity, obviously, to get more out of each craft. And you can see if we scroll through, there's different plots for different materials, depending on what you want to use. And they're all very, very different. And you got to look at the numbers determining like how the output of the system is. But in order to just take a quick look, I'm going to craft the rest of this up, this multi-block. Now, you leave the middle block hollow. I don't need that in there. So you put the furnace down last, and bam, you can see it changes texture. And you can actually press shift while looking at the block, and you can see the functions for them. They're pretty hectic, so yeah, I don't know. But if you look in here and you open up this tab, you can see by using this white stained clay, we have 12.5 speed and a 0.39% increase in efficiency with no multiplicity, so it's pretty standard. But I want to go to the Nether here soon to get some quartz, because quartz is a cheap way to get drastically increased speed out of this thing. So pretty cool. So to get this thing going, I guess what I'll do is I'll grab some coal. I guess I don't have any handy on me, do I? Whoops. I'm also going to want to get an IO port for this thing eventually. I don't know how they work. I haven't really... Ooh, they're a bit expensive looking. Interesting. Oh, actually, I think I might have... Modular Systems IO. I had the wrong one, but they're still quite expensive from the looks of that. Yeah. Oh well, it's worth looking at eventually, but we go grab ourselves some wood. And we'll get some charcoal from the other place. I'll grab a heap of stuff in one go if I can here. We can also, there's another machine from this system called the Crusher, the Modular Crusher, and it works pretty much the same way. So this might be our early game sort of, well, next tier sort of ore processing, but we'll see how we go. Oh, we're running very slowly, I don't know why. So to open this fuel power bank, there's a heap of different power banks as well, so this won't be how we eventually power this thing, but chuck some well, actually we'll put charcoal in there. And then we'll chuck some oak in. Another thing will cook up just nicely now. You won't notice any difference at the moment because it's fairly slow still. But yeah, oh, that's interesting. Fuel priority. Oh, so you might have different sort of fuel points on here. So I'm still learning about this mod. It's very intricate, but it's very interesting and yeah, it's definitely pretty cool. All right, so that's good. I'm going to keep sorting this out for the moment. And then I guess we could probably try and make the crusher next, I guess. We're going to need to get... Okay, I'm going to move my furnace over here in a bit. And then I'll see you guys back here once we've got that moved across. And we can keep crafting on these different machines. Alright, it is time to go to the Nether. So, I've gone ahead and I've got a few things set up down there, but I need to get some quartz, and I want to get it now. So, that is the plan, because if we look up quartz blocks... Hang on, I'll go inside real quick. Actually, I'll take a quick drink, because I'm only down to 48%. Very good. I'll show you what a quartz block does on the... what's the word for it? I don't know. You're about to find out. We go to uses, modular systems. So you can see that it really drastically reduces the efficiency of your machines, but the multiplicity, you only need 3 of these blocks to get 4 times the amount of stuff out of it. So that's why I want to really go out and get some from the Nether. That is the plan. I'm going to set this thing up. So you can see I've moved pretty much everything away from here now, but I've still got this to move. So I'll do that eventually, but I'm going to set up my portal. I want to set it up kind of a little bit away from my base, because the noise it makes is quite annoying, as you're probably well aware of by now. We'll set it up here. Awesome, and flint and steel. Awesome, let's light this thing up. Alright, let's see how we go here. Hopefully it'll load up nice and quickly here. So this is a neat little trick. Once you see that thing disappear, you know the Nether has been loaded. I don't know whether or not it's going to do it the first time. Yes, alright, so you can see it loaded up. We'll teleport on through. Hopefully we don't find anything in there that's too daunting. We should be alright. We'll see though. So this will be a good place to get ourselves a heap of lava eventually as well now. Because that's been sort of semi-hard to find on the surface, but we've done well up until this point. Alright, let's see what we... You need to make a Nether portal key first. What? What? Really? I do actually remember reading something about that now in the book. Nope. Wow, that's got a lot of quests in it. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. Atomic energistics, draconic evolution. Okay, so these quests have changed a little bit from the looks of it. Interesting. Because you don't get them from the rooms anymore. Oh, well, there you go. Alright, well I'm going to accept those quests, but I'm going to throw all the stuff out, because we got all of that from the room themselves back in the first iteration of the quest book. So let's just do that now. We didn't get those things, so I'm going to keep those. And we didn't get the minecart loader either. We didn't get a minecart either. We got all of these, so I'm going to chuck those out. Anything that we got last time, I'm going to chuck out. I did have 2 of those on me. You guys can check that. But everything else is the same. More goggles. Well, that goes the end of that problem. Well, I was going to use that to get the fortune upgrade. But look, let's see if we can find another block that's going to do it. The only way we could probably get it is through bees, but yeah, that's not going to happen. Alright, well, I'm going to have to look around and see how we can go about doing that. Yeah, I don't really know. I'll be coming back in a second, guys, once I am ready to craft up some more machines. Okay, dude, so I've been doing a bit of reading in terms of trying to find that nether key, and I think you can find them from the same sort of places where you get those expedition mementos, but we're going to have to keep looking for those, so for now, we are just going to have to chill out for a bit and work on some other stuff. So in terms of working on other stuff, I'm making myself a piston so I can get that crusher machine going. Where did I assemble this thing? Awesome. So we need just 8 flint now, so got plenty of that on hand. And I think we're going to need to get a heap more white stained clay. The fireworks going off all over the place. How am I supposed to get work done without going on? I don't know, guys. Alright. I also need to make another one of those, one of those solid fuel thingos. I wish I could do names better. Yeah. That's the thing. Alright. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, wow. We're down by 1 coal. Are you kidding me? Do I have to use coal? Looks like it. God damn it. Alright, well, let's go looking for one more piece of coal, I guess. Yeah. There should be some down in a cave somewhere around here, surely. Surely I haven't mined all of it out. Or maybe I have. I don't know. Also, another thing I've noticed in this update, torches go flat now if you've placed them down. Like, these are normal torches from Minecraft, but these are Enviromine ones. If I place that down, it'll actually go out after some time, so yeah, that's pretty hectic. You got to be a bit careful on how you light things up. So I'm going to have to look for a bit of a better solution. Oh dear, oh me. Yeah, I flooded everything down here. Well, rip torches. Yeah, so got to be a bit careful on how you light stuff up. And I was noticing that in the base, that over time it was going dark, and I was like, hang on a second, this is not right. So there you go. They go out. I mean, they don't look like they go out, but everything around them goes dark. So be a bit careful. Alright, I need to find some coal. I'll see you guys in a sec once I've found some. Alright, so in between last recording and this one, the pack's actually updated a little bit. It is now version 1.2.4, I believe. And there's been a few changes that have come in, but we'll get to those in a short bit because I want to keep going with what I was talking about last segment. So I believe we were crafting up the crusher. And we needed to make one of those power box things. So I had to go out and get a bit of coal here, which I did. I went mining in a magic biome, and that was pretty interesting. Because with this new pack update, the terrain gen has changed once again, so I thought I'd go out and explore a little bit. And I went over to the west a little bit, and I did find a new magic biome over there, so that'll be interesting for progressing down the magic track. I nearly have enough of this mana-infused ore, which we actually need to progress, but that'll be for down the track. Let's go get ourselves modular systems. We needed to make solid fuel power bank, I believe. So let's grab all these. I also got myself a heap of moss stone. I found in that magical biome there were these moss stone things just sitting on the ground, so I picked a heap of that up, and I'll probably put it on some of my tools here before too long, just so I don't have to repair them on my own. So that is on the cards. Alright, what was I actually doing? Grabbing this white stained clay and a chest. Awesome. Crafting table, here we go. Awesome. So let's go set this up downstairs and get this going. I'm going to have to dig out a bit of space here. Sweet. So this thing's pretty much going to be exactly the same as the other machine. I'm going to have this set up like this, and then this here. Hopefully I've got enough materials for this. I don't know. I didn't really count before I started. Would you look at that? Absolutely perfect. Cool beans. Well, okay, the crusher is pretty much very similar to the smelter. It's just a way of crushing your ores down. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and grab some charcoal. How much have I got in this one? Absolutely none. That'll be about right. I need to get some more charcoal cooking up. We need to automate that a little bit here before too long. So I'm starting to run low on my supplies. We're also going to go for some iron here and just get this going anyway. What's this look like? Whoops. Speed. Yeah, it's pretty standard sort of thing. Chuck that in there. Let it do its thing. So this will crush this down, I believe, into 2, but I'm not 100% sure. We're about to find out. Yes, it goes to 2 tiny iron ore dust, and that is the equivalent of 1 nugget, I believe. So pretty interesting. What is the IO things? Okay, so they're going to be a little bit of iron involved in that. Yeah, just a little bit. But before I do that, I want to show you guys the updates in this pack. They're pretty nifty, and they're definitely going to help with finding ore veins. One of the big things they added, I actually can't remember the name of it, but you need to use mementos to craft them. So I'm going to have to go for a little bit of an exploration, but you make these dowsing rods, and there's 3 tiers of them. The wood one is a very basic one you craft off to start off with. You just need some redstone, a memento, and some sticks. And then you can use this to upgrade it to an iron dowsing rod, which you use iron tool rods, which are pretty standard to make, and a redstone torch. And then you use this to get the gold one, which you can find diamond ore with, which is really hectic. And that increases the size of the cube that you search around as well. So you use electrum for that, which we should have enough material for. Definitely got a heap of gold. Have we got silver? That's the next thing. Oh yeah, plenty of silver as well. So no issues there. And then last but not least, you can make the diamond dowsing rod, which highlights all ores around you. So, but you need a fair few diamonds for that, and an emerald, and more expedition mementos. So I think we're going to go and try and get this wood dowsing rod here before too long. But I've got to remember where I found another one of those temple sort of slash things we found a few episodes ago, where we got the expedition memento. I believe there's some off in that direction, but I can't exactly remember. So I'm going to have to make myself a boat. I'm also going to get myself... I was going to get myself some water bottles to take with me. Because last time I remember I drank from the ocean and got that dehydration debuff. So that was less than ideal, but yeah, we'll see how we go. All right, I am going to go and get myself ready to go searching for a little bit here, guys. When I come back, we'll be able to take on another one of these temples and hopefully find another one of those expedition mementos. So I'll see you guys when I found myself a little temple. Alright guys, so we're all out of time for this episode. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you leave a like down below, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel. You get updates on when all my new videos go out live. Also check me out on all of my social medias. All the links are on the screen. That's going to do it from me. I will catch you all in the next episode.